Today we're going to expand on our coin pickup system by adding a counter to the screen. We will start by creating a couple C++ classes, one for the HUD and one for the counter widget. To create the HUD class, we will click on C++ classes, YouTube tutorial, right click, new class. I'm going to use this all classes here, search, and we're going to type in HUD. We'll select the HUD object, click next, give a meaningful name. Mine's going to be ytdemo underscore HUD. I'm going to put this under the HUD folder and click create class. Now we'll want to create the user widget. So we'll right click again, C++ class, select all classes, user widget. We'll select the user widget, click next. We're going to give this a meaningful name as well. Mine's going to be YT demo coin pickup. And this again will be under the HUD category. And then we'll hit create class. Now that we have all the classes created, we can start wiring them together. We'll start by adding a delegate to the coin pickup actor. So we'll come into the coin pickup actor header, and we're going to add a declare dynamic multicast delegate, and we'll call it F on coin pickup delegate, and it doesn't need to take anything, so that's good. And then we're going to come down, and this does require it to be public, so we're going to do a public F on coin pickup delegate, and we're just going to call it on coin pickup. Now, in order for this to be bound in blueprints, we're going to need to do a U property, and it needs to be blueprint assignable. And we can add a category if we want. This will just make it so we can search by YouTube demo. Then we need to come into our coin actor CPP file, and we're going to add it to the bottom here right before the destroy. We're going to check to see whether the coin pickup delegate is bound. So if coin pickup is bound, we're going to then do a broadcast, right? So it'll be on coin pickup dot broadcast. And this is just going to broadcast out to anybody who's bound to it that a coin has been picked up. With the coin pickup being bound, we're going to now move over to the coin pickup widget. Your coin pickup widget should look roughly like this. Take a moment, make sure. Now that you've verified that your coin pickup looks correct, we're going to start by adding in our properties and then two functions. One override, obviously. So protected, because these don't need to be accessible outside of here. We're going to do a U property, if I can spell property correctly, and it's going to be blueprint read only. And we're going to give it a category of YouTube demo. And then we also want to make sure this is bind widget. And that will just tell it, hey, we want to make sure that this is always bound. Like we always have this in this widget when we create a blueprint. And if you don't, complain and don't compile correctly. So this is going to be a T object pointer of a U text block. I'm going to call this coin count text. Now we're going to do a forward declare, just adding this up here, and then this is going to be what stores the actual widget for us. We're going to use another U property here and edit default only, because we're going to want to be able to change this within the blueprint. And this is going to be a T subclass of, and here we're going to give it of an A YT demo coin actor, and also forward declare it up here. And this will be the coin actor class. And this is just so we can we can add the blueprint and say, hey, create this from the blueprint instead of creating it from a C++ class if we wanted to expand on it later. Then the last thing that we need to do is we need to be able to track the current count. So we're going to have a coin count, and it's just going to be of type int. It doesn't need to be a U property if you don't want it to be, because U properties are usually for classes. Now we need to override the native construct so we can add in our native construct stuff. So it's going to be virtual void native construct, and we'll add the override there. Beautiful. And then we need a U function, and this is going to be what we bind the delegate to, and it does need to be a U function. So void on coin pickup. There we go. And now I'm just going to declare these functions. There we go. They're all nice and declared now. Now we're going to actually grab all the coins in the world based off of this class that we've provided. And then we're going to add, we're going to bind all of them, right? So it's nice and easy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a T array, and this is just going to hold all the actors that we're grabbing. And then it will be found actors, right? And this will hold all the coins essentially. And then we're going to use U gameplay statistics, get all actors of class, pass in the world, and then the class that we care about. And this actually requires that we add the gameplay statistics here. Sorry, we need to add this. It's not including correctly. There we go. I don't know why it's not including correctly, but it's not. Okay. So once we've got the T array, we can just do a for loop over the actors. And these will come back as actors, and it requires that they come back as actors. I wish it didn't, but whatever. Found actors. Then in here, we want to make sure that the actor is actually of the correct class. So if not actor, so essentially if we don't actually have an actor now for some reason, skip over this, right? We're just going to go to the next one. And then for a actor, sorry, not that one, sorry. Then from here, we're going to actually cast it to the type that we care about. So this will be a YT demo coin actor, and we're going to call it coin because that's what it's going to be. And then it's going to be found actors. Oh, sorry, actor equals cast AYT demo actor coin, and we're going to pass in the actor there. And I don't actually want this to be a 4. I don't know why that happened. It's going to be an F. Then we want to check whether or not the coin actually did cast correctly. Actually, no, we already did that. Sorry. Now we're just going to do the bind now. Coin add dynamic. Add dynamic on coin pickup dot add dynamic. And then we're going to pass in this, and then we're going to give it the coin pickup function that we created. And we're essentially done for the setup. And then all we need to do here is we're going to update the coin text every time we pick up a coin. So here we're going to say coin count text, set text, and we want to set it to the value that we now have in coin count. But first we should probably actually increment coin count. Coin count plus. Beautiful. And then we're just going to do an f text from string. And then we're going to do an f string because we want to print it. We want to format it. Print f. And we're going to give it a text of %d for that, and then we're just going to say coin count. And then this is going to complain because we have not actually included the components text block header, which is right there now. Beautiful. And this is done. Now we just need to set up the HUD, right? So we're going to go over to the HUD here, and we can do that. We're just going to make sure, again, your HUD is correct. It should look something like this. If it does not, please make it so. Then we're going to add in our protected variables here because we're going to have a couple of them. And it's going to be U property, right? Edit defaults only, category of YouTube demo. Now we're going to add the subclass of the user widget that we want. So it's going to be T subclass of, and here we're going to say UYT demo coin pickup widget. And we're going to say coin pickup widget class. And did I mistype this? I might have. Let me just give this a quick copy and paste to make sure I got it right. There we go. And then we're going to forward declare it. Beautiful. Then we need another one. So this is just the class that we want to create. And then we're going to add the widget class that we want to create, where we're going to add the blueprint. And then here we're going to add in the actual variable to store it in. So this will just be a U property. You don't need to be able to access this from blueprints at the moment. If you did, you would want to obviously add your blueprint stuff. T object pointer there, and we're going to keep the same widget. Then we need a public because we're going to be overriding the begin play. So virtual void, it does not return anything, begin play. And then we just need to generate it. And this one's pretty easy. All we're going to do is we're going to create the widget and add it to the viewport. So if coin pickup class, just saying, hey, if we don't actually have a coin pickup class, don't do anything. I'm just going to add it there. So if we have a coin pickup class, we can continue within this if statement. If not, the rest of it's kind of irrelevant. We can't do anything because it will just error out and crash. So coin pickup widget equals create default widget, and we pass in our variables. And then if it actually did create, we want to actually do something with it. And that is going to be, we're going to add it to the viewport. Now we can run Unreal and set up our game mode so it actually utilizes our HUD. With Unreal open, we're just going to create two folders. We're going to create one folder for the HUD objects and one folder for the game mode. We'll just call it game. So we'll start by creating our HUD. Right? So we come into here and we're going to do create blueprint, and we're going to say YT demo, and we'll see the HUD. Select that, and this will be BP HUD. We're going to create a new folder, and we're going to call this one widgets. And within the widgets folder, we're going to create a new blueprint here, and it's going to be YT demo, and we're going to do the coin pickup widget, and we're going to do WBP widget blueprint coin pickup. Beautiful. We can open this up here, and we've got a couple variables that we need to do. If we save though, we can see that, hey, coin text is not found, so please create it. So what we're going to do here is going to be a text. We're just going to drop this in here, and this, because there's nothing else, we're going to wrap this up in a canvas panel. Right? So then we want to come here, and this needs to be coin count text to make this error go away. And I would like the coin text to be 0 so we can more easily move it around, and we'll size to content. I found that -3 and -1.5 maybe looks about right. There we go. So that's been added. This is now being set up, right? We just want to come over here because we do need to select the class in question. And this is just going to be the BP coin pickup, which is the coins in the world that we're going to be picking up. Now we need to go back to the HUD. And inside of the HUD, we need to select the coin pickup widget class. And that's going to be the widget blueprint coin pickup. There we go. Now, the last thing that we need to do is we're going to go over to game. We're going to create another class, another blueprint, and this is going to be game mode. And you'll see YouTube tutorials game mode, or whatever you've named your project. And then this one's going to be BP game mode. You can have multiple game modes and you can name them accordingly if you want. So if I come over here, I just want to add that into the world settings game mode. And then we will come over here and all we want to do is BP HUD. Save. Now, if I hit play, we should see it up in the top corner. And when I pick up, the counter is working.